My name is Raud Kashef. I'm a climber for Realand, and I'm here with Lucas Fritch at his home wall. We are embarking on a journey to learn more about the home walls in our community and what makes them so special. We thought this would be a perfect place to start. So you want to tell us more about your home wall and what it means to you, Lucas?
Yeah, so we built this wall in 2019 and I asked my grandpa to help me. And he could not fathom why I would want a climbing wall in my garage because we live in Iowa and climbing isn't always seen as like a mainstream thing. The nearest climbing gym to me is like 2 hours away. So having access to climbing regularly, I knew was gonna be really important. And I know my wife and I were wanting to have some kids. And I was like, if I don't get a climbing wall in my garage soon, I will probably not be able to climb as much. But having this literally so close to me lowers the barrier to me being able to like keep training and keep working out.
Almost every time I've come here, there's been some new climber trying it out for the first time.
Yeah.
So
I will like meet people I've never met here.
Right.
Yeah, or my wife is like, hey, there's someone I've never met in the garage before. And I'm like, I think they're okay. Just don't look them in the eye, you know? I remember what it was like when I did not have this. And there was a mailman that lives like a mile from here that had a home wall, and I would like text him and be like, can I come use your home wall and I'd like go climb in this guy's garage. And I'm like, okay, when I get a garage, I'm gonna make sure it has like a keypad. I want it to be easy for other people to come in there.
Wait, who was this mailman?
His name is Sam.
And he had a climbing wall.
He had a climbing wall.
He had a home wall and
Another home wall. There's so many home walls.
Okay.
That we are gonna go visit together.
That should be what, you know Sam's number still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hit him up.
Okay, Raud, let's get warmed up.
Was that for the camera?
No.
You did that for the camera.
No, I was trying to go to software. Dude! Whoa! David's mean.
It doesn't want none.
How about you tell us more about how you decided on the layout and design of the climbing wall?
So 45 degrees overhung felt like that might be too intense. And then 25 degrees overhung seemed like it might not be enough. I really wanted to build it for the climber I was going to become.
The wall behind us is 35 degrees.
Yeah, this is roughly 35 degrees overhung. The whole thing is 11.5 feet tall to the peak. My grandpa and I went to like some like engineering company that makes the trusses. Is that called the truss?
Okay, yeah.
Or is that, am I saying that right?
The thing that holds
Truss?
up the roof.
Yeah, and we're like, can we cut through it if we have a beam? And this man was like, he was like, I'm not like legally like you should not do that. And then, but we're like, but we could though, right? And then he like had this like computer drawing thing.
Yeah.
And he like cut out these things and like, and he was like, I think it'd be okay. And my theory is this: when we move, I'm literally just gonna buy 2x4s and just screw them in, and then I'm gonna put a thing over it, and I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
And then the home inspector will inspect the home.
They don't watch the video
they don't watch
and
the
learn. The T-nut spacing, I think, on your wall is really interesting because you didn't use a grid system.
I had heard online if you just do random T-nut spacing, that can feel more natural. Because this is such a small space, I was like, I'm gonna do a very tight random pattern. But I went way too crazy with the T-nuts on the vertical wall, and they like almost never get used. I think if I were to rebuild the wall now, I would do maybe slightly less density of T-nuts because I'm doing a lot more screw-on holds. And I'm kind of into the perma set, where you set it and leave it for a long time. But I like the idea of having long-term projects. One of the coolest things the home wall has given me is that I will work hard on a problem, sometimes like a month or 2 months or whatever, and I eventually like send it. And then I put it away and I don't even touch it for like a year. And then I come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm better. Like I was able to do it like, maybe in like 4 or 5 tries. And that is such a great way to measure a little bit of progress.
It becomes more similar to rock, where it stays for a longer period of time.
Exactly.
Okay, I feel like we should probably explain why people can see our breath right now too, most likely. So.
It's really cold. We were gonna shoot this like a week ago or two, and it was 1 degree when we were gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
And even if it is cold, I can warm up the garage with the heater that I have going over there. You probably hear the noises from it right now. But it warms it up quite a bit. And when right now we're not climbing, but when you're moving around and stuff, it gets better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have some friends that are like, it's too cold to climb the garage today. And I'm like,
I am getting cold. I think we should get up and move around a little bit.
we're gonna try this boulder called Crab Ragoon. This was a classic set by Texas Matthew.
No! David?
Yeah, David's on it. Dang,
wow.
Dude.
That was tough.
That was sick.
Nice, come on.
No! Frick! I don't know if I'm able to do that again from the ground. That was hard.
You want to give it another rip?
I'll give it one more go. Frick. I spent a lot of time right here.
You're one of the first people that I know of in this region that introduced a spray wall again. So like,
Sweet.
How did you have the confidence to do that? Because when people first come up to spray walls, they're super overwhelming.
Yeah, they're very intimidating.
Yeah, they're really intimidating.
Yeah, I was regularly working out in my basement with these two guys, and I was like, I'm gonna build a spray wall. We're gonna climb on this together. It's gonna be so fun. And then about the time I finished it, both of them moved, and I was so sad. I was looking forward to having them there. And
They probably moved because you made the spray wall.
yeah, they're like, oh, we gotta get out of here. But then like, the community kind of shows up, you know, like the whole like, if you build it, they will come thing, which is an Iowa slogan too, because it's like the field of dreams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like we're in Iowa, so I built it, and I have lots of people that will come and climb here, and it's been like a cool space for many people.
Okay, so we got the same start actually, huh?
Yeah, same start. Dang, dude, first try, holy cow. Dude, I think usually I think I bump.
Yeah.
That was cool. That's a good boulder.
All right, so you got some awesome holds here, and
I do.
some interesting names written on them.
So we had a very large storm come across Iowa called a derecho, which I've never heard that term before, and probably you haven't either unless you are from Iowa. But basically it's like a big windstorm that came through and it knocked over a ton of trees. So I had tons of ash trees down in my yard, and I was just burning ash trees like crazy. Just burning all this wood because we're trying to get rid of it. Anyway, then someone's like, this ash wood is really good wood. And I was like, why is it good? And they said it's very dense, so it makes it a good firewood for burning. But they make baseball bats out of it. They make some drumsticks, hardwood floors. And I was like, wow, it's too bad that we can't do anything cool with all this wood. Then I had another friend who was like, what if we make our own holds out of wood? And he would just grab just really crappy pieces of wood, and he would loosely shape them with, I think with sandpaper, and we tried screwing them on the wall. And honestly, just between us, I thought they were awful, but because he's my friend and we climbed here together, I left them on the wall. But then I was like, dude, if I spent 10% more effort, I could make a hold much better. And then this changed my life, in a lot of ways. So I went out and I'd literally just take a chunk of wood, cut out a block of it with a chainsaw. I would flatten one side, and we probably don't really need to get into the whole how I made them process necessarily. But I just started making holds, and everyone's like, where do you buy your wood? And I was like, I don't buy wood. I just go get it from the backyard, from the storm. Just wood all over the ground. I started bringing them in here, and it's been so fun because holds are expensive. So to be able to make my own holds from the wood in the backyard from a big storm has been really cool. And another thing you'll probably notice right now is all of my holds have names on them, or almost all of them. The holds that are black are hard to write on with the black Sharpie, and you just can't really see it. But yeah, so I would name the holds, and this serves for multiple reasons. One of them, when you're on the ground and you're with your friends and you're talking about the wall, it's really difficult to be yeah, you go to the Gaston, and then you do side pull, crimp, but it's so much easier to be yeah, I go left hand on Bouncy House, or I go right hand on Liberty. So we named them so it's easier to talk about from the ground. And how did I come up with these names? Most of the names, I used a random word generator online. But some of them, man, when you make a hold, you just know this hold has this name. Dadgum just looks like Dadgum! That's so stupid. Take that out. Cut it right now. When I made this crimp, I was like, hey, Jamie, what should we call it? He was like, oh, it should be called something short, like cat. And we're like, oh yeah, cat would be good because it's kind of in cut and it kind of grips you. This one's just a face with the screw holes being the eyes.
I like that. What expression is that?
Yeah, it's But it's a little bit more aggressive.
He's he's really not sure about us.
Yeah. I try to keep the names pretty PG because it can get dark really quick. But yeah, we do have drugs. We have a horny hold, which is used all the time. Yeah, so I would highly recommend anyone who's putting in a home wall to name holds because it's easier to talk about. It gives some character to your wall, makes it really fun. And then to try to make holds. Making holds is truly so fun. I also have some tension board holds, which has been really fun. So I climb on some tension board holds, and then I try to recreate some tension board holds. This is a tension board pinch. I have not really climbed on the wooden tension board set, but I want to mimic this same hold, but make it wider. So this is my version of it. And I feel it's pretty dang almost the same, I mean, it's not really the same, but it's very similar.
What are some of the holds that you're most proud of or that you like the most?
Big Boy is so sick. This hold would probably be $50, $30 if I bought it made out of plastic. But yeah, it has some nice dents around it. I was kind of emulating these big green dents from rock candy when I made it. But yeah, I love that one. Man, are you getting kind of excited to climb this wall, Raud?
I think we should.
Hey, is it okay if I have 10, 15 more minutes in the garage? 10 or 15?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, hey, thank you so much. You're the best. Okay, love you.
I love you too.
Bye. Tommy. And you got drugs as a foot.
Drugs. I love drugs. Oh, thank God for drugs.
Thank God for drugs. Oh, man. What a day. I feel like I got my butt kicked. Real quick, let me say a quick wrap-up thing real quick. I want to say. Raud
Are you going to compliment me?
Raud
wanna hear
flashed
it.
every boulder that I gave him. He just did every boulder first try, except for the project boulder, which he did second try. It's not a project, dude. That's a second go send for you.
How do you think today's session went?
It went pretty good. This is my home wall, so I climb here all the time. But I'm very curious to climb on other home walls and to watch you climb on other home walls, and just like Raud said this many times before, but like every person's home wall is a reflection of them and the community that's there. And I'm excited to kind of like take a look at other people's home walls and see the reflection of them.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy that we started here, and it's always a joy to climb with you. And I'm excited to kind of see what other people get out of their home wall experiences.
And hopefully it'll inspire some people to build their own home wall, to do something that brings a community.
Right,
You know,
right.
It's probably the most important thing you could ever do in your life is build a home wall.
Build a home wall.
But like to do something on purpose for community is huge.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And maybe we should say that like the purpose of these videos isn't necessarily about to showcase like cool climbing, but more so to tell that story with a little bit of climbing sprinkled in there.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. Well, I'm excited for the next one. It'll be cool to move on to other home walls. I'm excited to watch you just tear it up on other people's home walls.
Oh, we'll see.
I hope we get to the point where we're going to people's home walls that we've never met before, and then they're like, this is a really hard boulder. Raud's gonna, and then you're just like, I know, but it's not about that. It's not about that.
It's not about that.
It's gonna be like this. Raud's gonna,
But it might be a little bit about it.
they're gonna put him on his project, and he's gonna be like, ah! He's gonna be like, so when did you first build this again? Ah! And you're like, grab it. Tell me more, and then like,
Do the move that I do. Do my move. Do my signature move.
yeah. Hopefully, I need to pan it up a bit. This is probably like.
Lucas says this is my signature movement.
Raud did throw off horseshoe hell. Don't focus on my hands. Focus on like this area. Every time he gets a foot and goes under like that, which is really good. That's a great thing to do. He puts all his weight, but just all the time, just foot, crotch. Like, and when you're the belaying, you just gotta sit there and just take it.
Yeah. I tell people put their heel in their asshole.
Plug it up. But I gotta get inside back to my wife and kids. So we're gonna wrap this one up. It's been fun.
It's been fun.
Yeah, the
Thanks for
classroom was
having me.
happy to have you here.
Happy to be here.